And Attorney General, just another question from our station here. With the decision to sue Chino Hills recently over transgender identification policy, does the state intend to pursue legal action against other districts that enact a similar policy?
Chino Hills Unified School District has violated and trampled on the civil rights and constitutional rights and privacy protections of children. They've gone out of their way to do it. We told them it was a violation. They did it anyway. They are intent on it. And these are folks who like to claim they're law-abiding, and you need to follow the rule of law. There are laws that protect children's rights. They are violating those rights. And their policy, a mandatory outing policy of transgender children who in many cases don't want that information shared and can be, as the data shows, put in danger. That policy has been replicated in other school districts. So we're going to address the policy at Chino Hills. That was the first one. If we are successful, as we believe we will, then we will send notices of violation to the other school districts who have the same illegal, unconstitutional policy that's trampling on the rights of children. So we will address the policy anywhere it exists, and we will protect the children in any of the school districts where they're being hurt.
They use the term trampling on the rights of children. What about parents' rights? I mean, aren't parents the ultimate arbiter of how their children are taught? And what information do you keep or not keep from parents from the school?
Our guides here are the law, the state constitution, the government code, the education code. It is a straight-up analysis. The actor is the school district. The victim, the ones who are being hurt, are the children. You're not allowed to do this. You're not allowed to single out and target and hurt children based on their transgender identity. The law makes it clear. So the issue is it legal? The issue is it constitutional? It is not. It is a straight-up analysis. Parents can say what they wish to say about what they want to know. They can be told by their child anytime the child wishes to tell them. It is illegal and unconstitutional and breaks California law to have a mandatory disclosure policy no matter what, every time. And literally, it means the child can say, I will be hurt if this is disclosed. I will leave my home. I will be homeless. The data shows that's what happens. 10% of children who, because of their transgender identity, are hurt by family members. 15% become homeless. The data doesn't lie. And it's just a straight constitutional analysis. I know that some on the right are trying to make some claims about rights that they believe they have. I don't see that right in the Constitution. I do see the rights of children who have constitutional rights that are being trampled on and violated. They're being at risk, put at risk, hurt and harmed, put at risk of physical harm, emotional harm, mental harm. It's illegal. So it's a straight up analysis.
So what rights do parents have?
All the rights given to them by the government code, the education code, the Constitution. I'll tell you what the right they don't have. The right to violate other people's constitutional rights. No one has that right. And it is our job to protect the rights of those who are having their constitutional rights violated. That's why they're there. And that's why I'm here. And that's why we're involved in Chino Hills.
Yeah, your office has been involved in decisions from the county of Fresno regarding the 3,000 acres. What's your stance on the use of industrial land in South Fresno?
We have made our position very clear multiple times. We believe that in Southwest Fresno there is a disadvantaged, vulnerable community that has been hurt and harmed historically. And when there was a change to make mixed-use residential zone property industrial, it continued that history and legacy of harm. And we made that clear in our written documents, our communications, our actions. And so we continue to be exactly where we were as expressed in our written documents. We think disadvantaged communities are being hurt by the move towards more industrially zoned properties in that area.
If there are a number of decisions being made at both the city and the county level, will your office take action if they decide toward more industrial land? in those areas?
We will evaluate the actions. We will try to provide input and guidance so that what you are suggesting, potential litigation or action, can be avoided if possible. We don't want to litigate if we don't have to. We will when we do have to, if you force us to, if you don't comply with the law. And so we are providing our insight and our views, information, legal bases based on the facts as to what should be done that's lawful here and what shouldn't be done. And if choices are made that are unlawful, it's our job to enforce the law. And yes, we will get involved. These are the thing that angers me the most is when people who have power use that power to hurt folks who have less power. And we are here to protect those communities, people who are being abused and hurt. This is a community that has been hurt and abused for decades. One of the most harmed from an environmental justice perspective in the whole state of California. They deserve better, and they'll get that from us. They'll get protection and support under existing law from the state of California. So hopefully we avoid it. Hopefully the right decisions are made that are compliant with the law. That is always my goal and desire. If not, we'll take appropriate action.
Attorney General, follow up on the warehouse question. How do you weigh just the jobs that these warehouses would create versus your concern about the communities who live there? How much of a priority, or where does that factor into whether you decide to engage in litigation or not?
Let me first finish one thread that we were just talking about, and I'll directly answer your question. One of the questions was about how do you measure success and how fast can you get to a result. One of the great benefits of this administrative program is you can get results in as fast as 21 days. And that is very difficult, if not impossible, through other means. Sometimes it can take months, years. 21 days is incredibly fast in terms of getting to a result. So that opportunity is exciting, making sure that we're complying with the law and due process and getting to results rapidly. And the way to measure the success of the program is the results, like anything. We have a plan, a vision, and an intention. And your job is to hold us accountable and decide whether that plan, vision, and intention is being manifested and that we're getting it done the way we believe we will. We are confident we will. And we will show you the results when we have them, and we believe that will be quickly. Warehouses. I believe it's a false choice that you can't have jobs and environmental justice. You can have both, and we should be ambitious enough to fight for both. So my work has generally shown that with appropriate, doable mitigation measures, buffers, or on-site electrification, filters, air filters, you can provide support and assurances to disadvantaged environmental justice communities and continue to create jobs and allow for goods movement and a robust supply chain to move through California. So our goal is always to have both. So we weigh jobs and we weigh environmental justice as both critical pillars, and we have sought and achieved both in nearly every case.
Are you running for governor?
I am officially seriously considering it. I am honored and grateful by those who have encouraged me to run, and I'm not focused on that now. I'm focused on the work of the Attorney General. We have an important job protecting children who are being targeted, whose constitutional rights are being violated. We're taking down illegal cannabis businesses. We're addressing human trafficking and fentanyl and gun violence, organized retail crime, enhancing reproductive freedom, holding accountable corporate actors who violate the law and hurt people. The thing I like most about being Attorney General is we get to be involved in nearly every issue that impacts Californians, and we will continue to focus on that. That is our priority, and that is our focus today.